What's going on, everybody? It's Nick from DMG Lacrosse, and I got a sweet package in today from Epoch Lacrosse, part of the 382 crew. Explain that a little bit later. Basically, they sent over a production model of the Epoch Hawk, and that's the prototype. They also sent over a piece of otter. Basically, the 382 crew is kind of like a test team, but we're going to be doing some cool stuff, and it's a cool way to help out the company, get some better feedback on their products, and just to evolve the game. So without further ado, I know I did another video a lot earlier in the year. You guys saw this. This was just a stringing sample prototype, Hawk number 01342, strung up with otter mesh. I gave it a cool neon green to black to kind of mimic the otter and kind of like the Hawk logo as you see over here. I'll flip that over since it's neon green and black. Kind of just did it so it's like that. But anyways, I got one of these in today, and I just figured I'd just do a video. Anyways, I'm going to be stringing this up with otter. Try to do a complete different string job. This one kind of was a little about a mid-low. I tried to do a straight up high, but it just wasn't really working out. The Hawk definitely isn't the really easiest head to string, I'd say. It's definitely not offset at all, is really next to none. But what I do have to say is that the prototype, as opposed to the production model, has a lot more flex. I mean, you can see me, and I'm not really giving this much force. I'm just kind of, just playing with it, I mean, if I was really forcing it, just one-handed, it's completely pinched, But if I do that to the production model and I just play with it, you can see it's just going to be just like any ordinary head, But if I try to do it, it'll go down. But yeah, so what they did is, as you guys know, with the Dragonfly end of shafts, they definitely they have an IQ of 5 and an IQ of 9 as far as the flex IQ goes. So I believe the production model on the right has an IQ of 9, and the prototype has an IQ of 5, because that thing is absolutely flexy, and it's great. I love it. When I was shooting, I noticed that the ball would kind of like, you throw the ball inside of it, it would hug just right around it when you're winding up, when you're shooting, and it just increases that accuracy. It just makes it so awesome. They just have these they just recently released them in stores. It was supposed to release, I believe the head was supposed to release a while ago, but they made some improvements. I can't tell any cosmetic differences between the prototype and the production model, other than the flex and the cool Epic ball stop. But if anybody else has, that's part of 382, let me know. All the sidewall holes are the same. It's got a whole bunch of them so you can string up your pocket, but what you really notice is that the bottom ridge down there, it gets very narrow, and then it gets, very heavy going up to the top. In this section up here, let's see if I can get it stood. Up here where my fingers are is where a lot of the bunching ends up going on. So it makes it a little bit difficult when you string it. You do a top string about here, and you start to do your interlocks, and you're done about here, and you have only until here to do about a double, and then just single tie off. When I did this pocket right here, I'll actually just show it to you. I ended up just stringing it just kind of like a regular pocket, and it throws great. It's so smooth, very smooth. At first, the otter, I was not impressed with it, but after a while with otter, you start to realize that it does throw really great. So yeah, props. Now I get to put this one down so it doesn't get as dirty and all that other stuff. It's a matte finish, so it's going to get fingerprints dirty, but it's a lacrosse stick, so who cares? But yeah, the main differences between the Hawk, if you guys already didn't know, it's as opposed to, like I said, a traditional offset head. The Hawk has a laid-back profile, which keeps the ball tucked under the shooting strings, which provides maximum hold, reducing whip for an optimal release point, improving the trajectory in passing and shooting. Obviously, I told you guys about the high pocket design. A lot of people like high pockets, so You know, it's kind of like the thing. If you're a two-handed cradler, it's definitely for you. If you're a shooter, even an attackman would probably like this. I would say if you can get it into the flex level of this, it would probably be a great face-off option. Great face-off option. But yeah, what really gets it is the injected polymer, the composite injected polymer. Now what this is going to do is it gives it UV protection, so it doesn't get warped and it just doesn't mess up in the sun. I mean, I've seen so many sticks just get so flimsy, and you know they have flex to start. You know, it'll stay flexy like this, but then like after a season, you know, it becomes just like spaghetti. You know, and you end up having to get a new head, which just totally stinks. But yeah, they do that for strength, and for that reason only. You know, maximum energy transfer, and it's great in all climates. So no matter if it's humid, because I know some heads, you know, if it's really humid out, they'll act differently. But you're not going to get that with the Hawk. So that's another buying point, definitely. And the dual layer architecture, like they just cut out some areas that they didn't need to make it light and strong, you know. So it was designed in collaboration with Flip Nomberg and Live Play Beat. That's their motto. So that's a Hawk. Got a little logo with it when you buy the head. It's got some information on the back, you know, if you want to read it. And yeah. So the otter, like I said, it's very thin, you know, very thin stuff. It's about a 17.5 millimeter mesh. It's made by String King, but it's made out of different materials. As you can see, it is very thin, and it'll just fold right over my finger very easily. You know, it's very thin. So you guys probably know that. And if you guys are wondering why, you know, it has the $30 price tag, it's because of the materials that just went into it. You know, if you want quality mesh, you know, regular hard nylon mesh, you know, is easier to make. It's out there, but with what they did with the composite stuff, that costs a little bit more money, and they put more engineering into it and used some of the fibers that some of the military grade stuff uses. So that's why it's $30 mesh. So you get what you pay for. So that's the otter mesh. And I was going to make this just a dedicated video, but figure I'd show you my two babies over here. I just restrung the OG blade. I gave it that modified Shinago top string, which kind of goes through the tops and then triangles up top here. So it looks really cool. I'll flip the head over. So it looks just like that. Really looks cool. I like it. Looks really nice. It's on an old piece of Hawaii 5.0. Really cool. I put the Carolina in the bottom. Did a different pattern on this, but you can only do so much with an OG blade. And I just kick around with the stick, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I like the addition of the Volt up the top. Looks really cool. If you want a tutorial how to do this, I can show you a bunch of pictures. So very easy, really nice. I like it. So I also like the idea of the tape going all the way up to the head. And just so you know how I did it is I cut it very thin, wrapped very thin layers going all the way up. Didn't use just a massive, you know, like 1-inch roll and started wrapping it. I mummified it with very thin tape. So, but yeah, put that one down and grab the, grab the CEO. This is what I've been playing with lately, and it's actually worked out really nice. I don't care what the stringing looks like. I know this one looks nice and beautiful with all the even cut, but this one I didn't even put a triangle top string in. I love the CEO. It's always been a great head. So I found that the two straights stacked together and the heavy top nylon, one above, really does a great pocket, DMG pocket with 20 mil prototype SS mesh in it from a while ago. Really nice, very easy to string, just 3 interlocks, about 5 SI, skip SI and tie it off. And of course it's on the Maverick Showtime Wonder Boy shaft, which I'll show you. Really cool. I like it. It's I showed this to you before. It looks like it's black, but it's actually navy. And then the crown jewel of it is this color right here, about a Carolina in red, which is cool. Got the Carolina going on. So yeah, I like it. Looks really cool, really classy. I really love the grip. That's probably the best part. I put a Jimma butt end on it. Got these. If you guys like Jimmalax, or if you guys have ordered off them, grab one of their butt ends. They're very nice. They're Actually very durable, so it looks really nice. I love the Showtime on this head. Looks really swag. So, alright, so I'm going to end this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. And just so you guys know, I also did add a new website, dmgmesh.bigcartel.com. It's under review right now, under maintenance, but it'll be up soon so you guys can directly buy. You don't have to email me to buy mesh anymore, which is great. So hopefully you like that. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything. I'll just go over everything again, and I'll sign off. So that's pretty much it. So that's the blade, the Maverick Showtime, CEO, those two heads, the two hawks, prototype left, production model right, otter, box, and the ball. So, alright guys, enjoy your day. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.